What is going on, guys? Nick from Untitled Chapter here, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to overclock your AMD Ryzen CPU. Overclocking is useful for squeezing out extra frames in CPU intensive games like Minecraft. If you're running shaders, I would certainly recommend this. It can help with pretty much every game if you boost it up enough. This is particularly handy for Ryzen processors because they tend to ship with much lower clock speeds than an Intel CPU would. So yeah, let's get into it. What you're going to need is you're going to need the Ryzen Master utility here, and you're going to need Cinebench R15, which is down there, and I'll show you that in a minute. You can fetch the Ryzen Master utility from AMD's website. It is free. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to open this up. And the first thing you're going to be met with is this warning here. And this basically says that if you overclock, your warranty is void. You don't get a warranty anymore. Damages caused by use of your AMD processor outside of official AMD specifications may not be covered by your board or system manufacturer's warranty. So yeah, you do this, you lose your warranty. But if you do it right, you don't have to worry about breaking anything. Now, you're going to see this all here, and it's going to look kind of confusing at first, but it's not as complex as you think. This is a read-only page, meaning you can't make changes to this page. This just kind of tells you what it's running at now. It'll show you your temperature, your CPU voltage, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go over to your profile. And now you can actually change things. Now what these are your core speeds. You'll see one of these for every core that you have, and since I have a 4-core 8-thread CPU, I have 4. Now, what you're going to want to do is I tend to go up to 3.8. It'll go up in 25 increments. So that is 3,800 megahertz or 3.8 gigahertz. Now, for every 1,000 megahertz, you'll have 1 gigahertz and so on and so forth. And you can see the step size. Don't try pushing it to 6,373. It won't work. 375. Do not turn that off. This you're going to want to mess with in a minute. Don't mess with this. Don't mess with this because we don't have that enabled, and I'm not going to play with that right now because I have XMP on, which I'll explain in a later video. Now that you have this up here, you're going to want to boost your CPU voltage. Now, you're going to want to go up to, I don't know, around something you feel is safe. Don't ever go beyond 1.425, and don't go to 1.425 if you don't have an AIO or a liquid cooling loop, because even a good air cooler might not be able to even hold it down at that level, like that voltage. I'm going to go to 1.375 volts and at 3.8 gigahertz, and then we're going to apply it. And then the configuration requested requires Ryzen Master restart Windows. So we're going to do that, and I will see you all whenever we get back from that. Hello everyone, we're back from the restart, and as you can see, we're running at a solid 3.8 gigahertz at 44 degrees Celsius. Now, the first thing you are going to notice is that temperature spike. It's not avoidable. It's going to happen. That's why I can't stress enough how important it is to have adequate cooling in your system. Case fans, and of course your CPU cooler, whether it be an AIO or an air cooler. Make sure it's sufficient. I'm currently moving about 110 cubic feet per minute of air, like cubic feet of air per minute through my case. And even then, the highest the CPU goes in a Cinebench test is 55 degrees. But we're not going to be using Cinebench because it crashes OBS. So we're going to try this here, IDA64. This is another benchmarking software. And if you go to Tools and the System Stability Test, we're only gonna stress the CPU. Once we click Start, you see the CPU usage jumps to 100% immediately, and it will show your temperatures. And as you can see, the temperatures are rising relatively fast. So just give it a minute here, and we're gonna do this test. IDA 64 is I thought I was wrong, but I was looking at the wrong thing. I'm dumb. It's gonna do this for a little bit, and we're gonna let it run until the 1 minute mark. And at that 1 minute mark, then we'll let it go. It stayed stable for a minute now, so we can say that it's gonna stay stable. The hottest it got was 50 degrees Celsius, and yeah, I mean, that's about, if your temperatures go above 90, hell, if your temperatures go above 80, go down on your voltage, please, because you will end up causing damage to your CPU. Now, the likelihood that a game is going to max out your CPU usage is very, very slim, but still, I would really take care of this, because CPUs aren't cheap and they can be a bitch to replace. And you got to remember, whenever you overclock that first time, you've essentially thrown your warranty away. That's why I can't stress enough how important adequate cooling is. And in that, I'm going to leave a few links in the description to a few coolers, including my own. My current cooler is a Cooler Master Liquid 240, and it's great. Two 120mm fans, and they run well. I don't have them in push-pull, I have them in pull right now. And as you saw, they keep things quite cool. In voltages, I could go down in voltage. I could go down to probably 1.325. And I would really recommend that once you get a stable overclock, you start moving that voltage down until you become unstable. Because once you become unstable, then that's when you know that's about the lowest on voltage you can go before things start to go bad. And the lower your voltage is, the longer your CPU is going to last, because the less heat's going to be generated. So move down in 0.025 increments, or basically, that would mean going from 1.375 to 1.350 or 1,000 or 1.350, I guess, and then 1.325, 1.3, so on and so forth, and go as low as you can go before you hit that limit. Anyway, that's about it for this video. Like or dislike. Leave a comment, please. Any questions you may have or any criticisms you have. Since I'm just getting started out, I could really use you guys' help with everything. Subscribe for more content, because I got about 3 reviews coming up soon. I'm going to be uploading twice a week, if not 3 times, as many times as I can, while still producing good content. That's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Bye-bye now.